Stay upstairs. Go ahead, press box.
Damian Sortlet, Danville Register and B. Dale, a lot's been made about your, I guess, lack of success since moving to Hendrick, but it seems like no matter what the car, crew chief, here at this track, you always run well. Can you explain how you run so well here? And throughout the day, it seemed like there was a Hendrick car up front contending with the Gibbs and with Harvick there at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, just the whole team, for that matter, how you guys run so well here at Martinsville.
Yeah, I felt like for the most part of the day I didn't run up to my standard. I feel like my standard here is a 3rd through 5th place, run. We all know Denny and the 48's been winning all the races here recently, so I feel like I'm right there behind them in how we performed over the last 10 years here. And we've had a lot of good runs, and we do put together good finishes here consistently. I feel like we didn't really run up to our potential today, but we were able to steal a top 5 finish at the end with the way the strategy worked out. But it looked like to me we was going to be racing for 7th or something like that. I really don't know where I was all day long, but it seemed like I was around 7th or 8th most of the day, or 10th. So, I'm happy that we were able to steal a few spots at the end of the race. I think I run good here because I like short track racing. People call me, a restrictor plate driver, and we got a lot of wins there. But there were years in the last 10 years. There was one year at least where I got more points than anybody at short tracks, and we've always had good finishes at Bristol. Always been consistent. I would love to be able to step it up a notch and come into here and be a threat. But for the time being, we just have to be satisfied, being consistently up in the top 10 every time. Until we can really find out what that package is. We ran a pretty different package than I've ever ran here today, and it was interesting to do that. But obviously we need to be just a little bit better.
Stay in the press box. Go ahead. Questions for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Dale, you keep hearing you use the word strategy. But with 100 laps to go, the 11 and the 48 were both in the top 4, and you and Harvick were at the edge of the top 10. And then somehow it just went all topsy-turvy in the last 100 laps. Can you explain from your view, was it a matter of was track position more important today? Was it that you got up front and you could stay there more?
I don't know, man. When we're under green flag racing, I don't know what position I'm in, and I don't know who I'm racing really until maybe my spotter TJ will tell me the car behind you're racing him for position, or I really don't know where I'm at. I have to look at the scoreboard if I can, and that becomes a pain in the butt because every scoreboard's different and you don't know where things are, but. I didn't know what the strategy was. I saw the 11 pull into pit. I'm thinking, well, we must be getting ready to pit right behind him. So I thought my car was still running pretty good at that point. And I was surprised we were going to have to pit because it still had good grip. And then I saw the 48, I guess, or someone else pitting, not the 48, but someone else, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on at that moment, and I don't have the ability to really understand the fuel mileage, especially at a track like Martinsville, and I couldn't tell you, when the last time I came to get fuel or how many more laps I can go and all those things. So I just go out there and run as hard as I can run and take care of the rear tires as best I can until he calls me in for some more tires. So the strategy worked out in our favor, and he can see that picture. He can see that all happening in front of him on the pit box. And he's real good at it. He's done some great jobs at grabbing a couple more spots, by using the strategy. And I like that, and we need to do that. We need to do that. And today, like we were maybe a 7th through 10th place car, we need to steal a few spots in those, on some weekends to try to have a shot at making the chase and being in the hunt there.
Other questions upstairs? Go ahead.
Mr. Fox Sports, this is your 3rd top 10 finish in 2011. What's it going to – you've never lost the fan support, but what's it going to take to prove to the pundits that you're back?
Well, I ain't really proved it to myself yet, so I'll let you know, I guess, when I feel like I'm back personally. Anyone that watched that race today knows that we weren't a second-place race car or even a third-place race car all day. I mean, we never were up there to prove that point, so there's no argument. We got some work to do still. And, we are faster. We are more competitive than last year. But we still got a little ways to go.
Stay upstairs. Go ahead. Any other questions in the press box?
That's it.
Downstairs. Any other questions for Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Right here.
Jeff Gluck from SBNation.com. You know, you said that you should feel happy with the day, but are you happy, or are you going to be, you know, on the ride home, are you going to be disappointed? What is your emotion leaving this place?
Well, I think my emotion is that honestly, the way I feel is I feel fortunate to finish second in a race today. We should have finished 10th or 9th or 8th, and that's the way I'll feel on the way home. I'll talk to Steve, and if I have any doubts or regrets or, you know, problems with losing the race today, I'll clear that all up with him, and we'll be on this. You know, I just like being on the same page with him, so we can focus on the next one. But I'm really thrilled. I've got you know, I know it don't look like it, but I've got such a hell of an opportunity, and this is such a great group to be around, and I'm having fun. I'm racing cars. It's all I've ever wanted to do, and I want to run like this. You know, I want to finish like this and run a little bit better than this on every weekend, and we're right on the outside of that, you know, and it's frustrating to be that close. It was frustrating to be leading a race with just a few inside 10 laps to go and be passed. But there's definitely a brighter side to what's going on too, and I won't forget to notice that.
Dale, congratulations on an outstanding performance today, and good luck next week at Texas.
Thank you.